The church bells chime wherever we roam.
So joyeux Noel, Feliz Natal, Hanukkah.
So right now we're on a sleigh, and we're just kind of going through the snow. Yeah?
Listen.
I have my hands in a little muff.
The snow
Here we go.
is thick in most of the world.
What are you wearing?
I'm just wearing a lederhosen. And
And a hat?
STP T-shirt.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Anyway, that's Eric Stromer. I'm Cindy Dole. You're listening to Home Wizards, where we love to, we'll get you ready for Christmas. And there's this book, this childhood book that's out, and it's called The Sweet Smell of Christmas, and it's a scratch and sniff book.
Oh, that's nice.
And it talks about 6 different scents of Christmas, from gingerbread cookies to candy cane to hot apple pie.
Well, no, I walked in the studio today and I smelled a little something. What do you got going on in here?
In here?
No, it's in the
house?
Yeah.
Well, I had some candles going.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if they were
Makes
Christmas
a huge
candles.
difference.
I know. It's a nice.
It smelled
they
like
were,
Christmas to me.
They were aromatic candles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's help you figure ways. The next best thing to having a childhood scratch and sniff book, you can create your own DIY sense of Christmas. Like, for instance, Eric, when you say Christmas smells, you want to say
Pine, I say pine needles.
okay.
Yeah.
For me,
Okay, wait. And fresh baked cookies. The smell of fresh
Okay.
Christmas
He had to close
cookies.
his eyes for that. He
I had to go. I had to
wait,
take myself back.
take him back.
Yeah.
How about if you add to that? Well, I love cranberries. The scent of cranberry, like boiling.
Uh huh.
Do you like that?
The old boiling cranberry.
Yeah. Do you like the scent of clove? Like cloves. One of the things that we would always do is put cloves in an orange.
Sure. I can try it. Now I've done that as an ornament.
That's what I mean. Do it as an ornament, but then
uh-huh.
you can also just throw some cloves and orange slices
I like
in
it.
in a pan on
Put
the
them
cooktop.
in a delicious ham too, if you
You
want.
can put
Roast
it in
it
a
up.
ham. Yeah. So let's talk about ways you can do this because it's so fun. I mean, like you say, when you walk into a home, into a room, and there's an added, without smelling too like perfumey, we don't want to go there.
No.
But it kind of just makes you feel like you're back. I mean, when you close your eyes, it takes you back. It's like all of a sudden you're back. You're a kid again. Hot cocoa. Whatever.
I was right there
With a candy
I
cane.
was in there for 23.7 seconds. I was in there.
Okay.
It was great.
So, yes.
Hot chocolate. Do we say hot chocolate?
That's one of them, sure.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about some first.
See, now
some
I
things
can't
you can-
stop them.
I know.
Now
I know.
it's like opening up a floodgate.
That's all right.
I'll just blurt out things. Go
So
ahead.
let's create a simmering pot and fill in the blank. Your potpourri is whatever you want it to be. So
Okay.
you have a pot,
Yeah.
and especially if you're having some people over, you could just have this on simmer in the background, and it's going to make the whole home smell great.
Well, listen, I don't want to give too much away, but 2 of the 3 houses that I've sold in my life, I believe was due primarily to the fact that I baked fresh baked whole house cookies, and the smell of fresh cookies made people think,
they're like
"Wow, this
salivating.
house is homey."
I know.
They make like I swear that's what
Yeah.
happened. And sure enough, I did it. And 2 times I did it. I sold the house, and the first 3 people that walked in the door bought the house.
See?
So anyway,
All right.
there's a psychology to
There
the smell.
is. So to the salivating and to the sweetness of the memory. So let's say if you were going to do a little stovetop potpourri, and by the way, a crock pot works just as nicely.
Sure.
You can get some of those little teeny tiny, they're made for potpourri crock pots, or you could use your big, roast crock pot.
By the way, crock pots are $20.
They're amazing.
You could just get one
I know.
and
Buy a couple of
allocate
them.
it for 9 of them. Get 9
I
of
mean,
them.
don't you put like
I use
the
a crock.
crayons in there,
I
right?
use a crock pot 4 times a week.
Okay. I know, me too. It's like you're a genius. So what you do for this is you fill it with water, and then you add your favorite scents. You might want to put some cinnamon sticks, maybe some apple slices, orange slices, the clove, whatever it is in there, and just let that simmer all day.
That's it.
Yeah. Because then it's going to smell like Christmas for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
You might want to have a little bit of vanilla in there.
That's a little scent stew, if you will. Now, you could also make it a delicious hot cocktail. Make that so it's really something that's edible. And then at the end of the experience, once you've had the smell kind of perforate the home, just throw a little bourbon in there.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever you want.
You've
I
got a
don't know.
hot toddy.
A hot toddy.
Perfect.
Right.
Now, you said that you love the scent of pine. That was your first answer
it
to
was.
what you think smells like Christmas.
Yep.
When you go to buy your fresh cut Christmas tree, you can also or you could snip it from your tree, or you could also buy some extra garland. cut a few of them off, and then you're going to now put that in a pot of hot water with a couple of cinnamon sticks.
Ooh, that's going to be good.
It's going to be really good, and just let that sit in there. You know, and the trick is if you even add like a little bit of oil to this, you know, it's going to just kind of bring out the pine scent from the tree. So it's not just the water, but like just a little bit of oil. And then you can add maybe not only cinnamon sticks, but like whole nutmeg berries and cloves and rosemary. But if you add a little oil, like even jojoba oil, if you have any of that, there's something about it. It's just like it's kind of like it has a sap effect. It takes the pine flavors.
Sure. It's the delivery system. It's the fragrance delivery system.
You know, into
the
the
oil.
pot with the pot of water. Yeah.
See, it's like your old, you know, the aromatherapy.
Doesn't
right?
that just imagine?
I don't know. That
yeah.
could be great.
Yeah.
That sounds. I'm going to do that today, as a matter of fact.
So again, the recipe is simply some pine cuttings, cinnamon. You could have a couple other, you know, nutmeg, berries, whatever. But the key is add just a little bit, like a couple tablespoons of maybe a jojoba oil.
Jojoba oil.
Jojoba.
That's it.
Had to go there. Sorry.
Yeah, you did.
But here's another one. I mean, when you go to, and you're going to boil that in water. But now something very simple is just cinnamon cloves, that star anise, and oranges and apples. And so, you know, you can basically now not only be boiling this, but now you're going to turn it into a dried potpourri that you can give to someone as a gift.
You have taken it to the next level. Now, here's the other thing, by the way. I bet you could reuse that whole concoction several days in a row.
You can.
Turn it on, simmer, turn it off, done. The whole house gets the waft of that stuff.
So now if you wanted to make those dried things and keep using it, you could even make a big bag of it.
Yeah.
Or have a container with like almost like a little coffee container, and you're scooping it out.
What's the
and you're
matter with that? As a hey, I brought you potpourri for this
See?
party I'm in.
And you go to the stores and they charge a bundle, but imagine getting some mason jars and you're serving it in this. So here's what you do. You get a bunch of apples. Let's say get 6 apples, 6 oranges, slice them super thin. The thinner they are, the better. And you're going to put them in the oven at 250 on a cookie sheet. And what happens is they get crisp, and once they're crisp, you take them out, and then you toss the spices in with now the dried fruit, and let it just sit there for like a day, and now you're ready. You put it in a mason jar, and you've got a gift. You now have a gift that looks like it's super expensive, and now you put directions that all they have to do is take a scoop and put it in boiling water on simmer, and now they've got it again, and you've got it. How cool is
That's
that?
a great present.
And you can do it over and over again.
Yeah.
So-
It beats the heck out of the smell of your dog.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, a lot of things.
Yeah.
So now, how about using some of those same fragrances, the oranges and the cloves and whatever, the dried orange slices, right? The cinnamon. You can now turn this into garland. Okay. So again, the key is you get these oranges, cinnamon sticks, whatever. You put them in the oven. You dry them out. But now you're going to string them together, and you're going to make your own garland for your Christmas tree. So now the oranges and the cinnamon sticks are everything. It's going to be very fragrant for your tree.
Wow. Okay.
Do you like that idea?
I do like that.
And everyone's seen these or smelled these pine cones that have the scent of cinnamon. You know, you go into a store, a lot of times grocery stores, they have like this right in the entryway, and you go, that smells so good. And you, Mr. Pinecone, with that great pine cone tree.
I've got like Jurassic Park pine cones.
This
in my
is a
house.
project that says Eric Stromer all over it.
Because that just sits and wafts the smell, doesn't
This
it?
is what you're going to do. Okay, so all you're going to do is you're going to collect your pine cones, because you're now going. This is a DIY project. You're going to scent your own pine cones from your yard.
Okay.
You're going to collect your pine cones. And then you're going to give them a good spraying with a hose so that get any dirt off of them.
Sure.
And you make sure that they're dry. You're going to kind of just let them dry out for a little bit. But then what you want to do, you can even put them in a Ziploc bag so they're super, super dry. Using a spray bottle, okay? A little teeny tiny spray bottle, you fill cinnamon-scented oil and water. This is all they do in the store.
That's it?
So you get
You spray it on
some
the cone?
cinnamon-scented oil that you probably would buy like at one of these bath oil places, or
Sure.
you could make your own. And that's all you do. And then you spray each pine cone, and then you let it stay in the bag until they're really, really, really super wet. And then you close the bag, and then you give it a good shake, and then open and respray, close and shake again, and basically just let it sit there in the bag, close for about a week, and now you have ongoing cinnamon cones.
You got your pine cone potpourri.
Isn't that great?
Smells like some kind of a cinnamon love affair.
You just basically saved yourself maybe $15, $20.
And you got them growing right there in your own house.
No excuses.
You give that as a present, someone's going to invite you back.
See? That and all the others. I mean, I love it.
Forget it. I'm doing it.
Eric Stromer,
This could
Cindy
be my
Dole.
new... I might be the captain of this industry.
You're the DIY scent
I
king.
might be the pine cone king.
We have more fun to continue here. You're listening to Home Wizards.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring.